Now, to begin, what I want to point out is that multilingualism is a natural state of the human mind. We know that language itself is unique to the human species, but we know also that being multilingual is unique to the human species. So that really is only one human language. That languages themselves exist on this continuum. So we might talk about English as being at one end of the continuum, and Japanese at the other end of the continuum. And then languages in between are some variation of those languages. And I say that there's only one human language because there's only one computational system in our mind brain. So all human languages have to be able to be understood by what it is exists in our brains, and we also have to be able to construct grammars of languages that are consistent with the constraints of the properties of our brain mechanism. And so that leads us to the fact that there basically is only one language, and that languages vary at very superficial levels, like in terms of the lexicon and maybe some other aspects of the language. But fundamentally, languages are all the same. And that we know also in terms of multilingualism being the natural state, so that we all know dialect, that we're all multilingual speakers with respect to that reason. But that now, even in the United States, over 2/3 of Americans know another language. And children are being raised in households where English is not the first language. And if we look worldwide, that statistic is much greater, especially when you look to Europe or in Asia or those countries where quadrilingualism in many ways, for example in India, is just a way of life. And there's no conception of flipping one language to another or not knowing one language. It's a way of life. And what I'm going to talk about today also later in the presentation is that there are multiple positive cognitive consequences for being bi or multilingual. And this is new research, probably in the last 10 years, that talks about the consequences, the positive consequences of being bilingual. So there's been a major shift in our understanding about knowing languages, where people used to talk about, and I'll talk about this later, is it being a deficit, or that knowing multiple languages somehow was a problem. We're to the point where everybody wants their child, now not everybody, but a lot of parents want their children to know multiple languages because they understand what the positive consequences are for being a multilingual. Right? The capacity for learning languages is infinite, and it's only bounded by time, desire, and energy. Right? So there's no such thing. So if you hear a lot in the schools, even in the schools around Arlington, Cambridge, Boston, they tell you, if you're speaking a home language, you often hear this, that's not good for the child. They're not going to be able to learn English very well. All right? It's simply not true. And in fact, if you keep up with the home language, you will enhance their abilities in learning English. And it's a real, injustice in some sense to not speak the home language to your children, given all of the positive benefits that you get from it. So if administrators tell you this, talk about this, it's just simply wrong, and we have the data that supports that. All right, is there an optimal age? This goes to your question. An optimal age to introduce a new language. At some level, not really, but the earlier the better for lots of other reasons. It's, an infant, it's just easier to talk to an infant in 2 languages rather than, getting your second grader or your high school student to learn. But it doesn't mean that it's not possible. It's absolutely possible. It's never too late to learn a new language, never too late.